overall, last night's episode of Raw was an absolute blast, and we are going to be getting into all of it today. But before we do get into all of it, I need to bring something up, because if you haven't seen this week's episode of the Wrestling Republic Weekly podcast, well, Clark had a take in it about TNA, and he said that Mike Santana was the lone bright spot of TNA this year. And that was, of course, posted to Instagram, and in the comments, AJ Francis replied, saying, if he was your lone bright spot, your opinion is already uneducated. To which Clark replied, I apologize, I made a mistake. I think you are also a very bright spot. A lot of backtracking, Clark. What?
No, not at all. That's my new friend, AJ Francis. He's now my second favorite battle rapper behind the Tuesday Night Delight Shoddy. And you know what I mean? I wasn't
backtracking.
Wasn't trying to take a shot at him in the first place. So I wasn't sitting here trying to double down on anything that it wasn't a directed shot at AJ Francis.
It was a shot at him, though. It was a shot at everybody on that roster apart from Mike Santana.
Well, if you wouldn't have ruined my great line that I had coming up, which was he's the one that had to make it about himself. It was an exciting moment for all of us. I think AJ was as excited as anybody about what I had to say. He took it, right on the chin like a good sport, and very clearly accepted
back, and you just threw in the towel. But I will apologize on your behalf, because you were wrong. AJ Francis is right. There are tons of bright spots in TNA, most specifically Leon Slater. And I'm annoyed at myself that I didn't bring him up to defend him on the podcast.
I definitely wasn't wrong. You're just trying to start stuff this morning. What are you doing?
Yes, you were wrong.
I was not.
Mike Santana. Leon Slater is a bright spot in TNA.
He's on NXT more than he's on TNA these days. He's very bright. Yes, he's very good. I agree. But Mike Santana still got robbed. My point remains. I don't know why all these people are taking it so personally.
Clark, I got your back on the AJ Francis thing. The brightest spot in TNA is an NXT star in Trick Williams.
I just wish Clark stayed by his take. Like, I don't.
Either
you completely backtrack, or you admit you either admit you were wrong, or you commit to it. And you did like half of both.
Sometimes you just got to keep the people guessing.
I'm going to be honest. Last night, I was very emotional about this when he came out, because I thought to myself, hang on a second, this is somebody who I've watched wrestle on Monday Night Raw all throughout my childhood. I was like, 4 or 5 years old, turning on wrestling for the first time. He was there every Monday, usually facing Randy Orton. He was Mr. Monday Night Raw to me. When I hear the words Monday Night Raw, he is the guy that I think of. And last night, it really dawned on me when he came out, this is his last Raw. This is it.
I can't lie. At first, when I heard 6-man tag and Sheamus and Ray and Cena for his last match on Raw at the Garden, I was a little like, ooh, I would have loved one more singles match on the list. But beggars can't be choosers, and this match proved me wrong.
For months and months and months now, and Clark, you said it too. Shard said it too. A lot of people taking credit for this. I don't truthfully know where it first came from, but Sheamus Cena, Saturday night's main event, IC title, has been the theory. Last night confirmed to me that is not happening, because I think the reason Sheamus teamed with Cena is because that was his moment to say bye to Cena, essentially.
It did feel like that. I can see that too. And honestly, my main thing was I really thought the Dom Cena match was going to happen at Survivor Series, and that was sort of the precipice.
It is again now.
I mean, it is, but I thought the original was going to happen there, and that was sort of the precipice of me thinking it was Sheamus. The fact that it happened earlier than that, it leads me to believe it's a little. I'm not walking back. I think it still could possibly actually be Sheamus, to be completely honest, but I'm not as confident as I once was.
I think it's 100% Gunther, but I think we'll talk about that later on in the show. I don't know what kayfabe is anymore, because if in the same kayfabe, Zack Ryder is Matt Cardona as a TNA wrestler on NXT, but then is also Zack Ryder and not a TNA wrestler and hasn't returned to WWE in that many years, even though he was on NXT a few weeks ago, I don't know what the hell is going on here.
Yeah, why? I don't get the point. I don't get who it helps besides to just, I mean, listen, Dolph Ziggler got the biggest pop of Nick Nemeth's year, but we didn't even call him Nick Nemeth. He's going to go right back to wrestling as Nick Nemeth. right? Like
He
it's
wore the jacket. That was about it. He wore the wanted man jacket.
he's just gonna go right back to TNA and be Nick Nemeth again, and everyone's gonna forget, like, oh yeah, he did the thing on Raw. Like it seems unfair to me. It just seems odd. Also, like it seems like such an old school WWE decision by comparison to what we've seen of late that it threw me for a loop. It felt like I was in a bit of a time machine and not in the way I think they intended, which was, oh my gosh, look, it's Dolph Ziggler's back. I know where he's been. And same with same with Matt Cardona. Like, it's not like they were missing.
And to not even acknowledge it. Like, that's the thing. It's so weird.
The weirdest part. They never got brought up.
Are they
I don't get
different
that at
people
all.
in kayfabe? Maybe that's the answer. Maybe in kayfabe they are different entities, and that's
I'll
what's
tell you
confusing
what,
us.
Zack Ryder and Matt Cardona would make a heck of a tag team, but you figure out how to book that one, Ben.
Maxine Dupree is the new Intercontinental Champion. I genuinely did not see this one coming because she defeated Becky Lynch yesterday with a little bit of help from AJ Lee, a little bit of a distraction, but still, it was a clean win, and we have a new Intercontinental Champion.
Becky Lynch has done wonders for that Intercontinental Championship. I think we need to give her her flowers. That Intercontinental Champion, along with the Women's U.S. Champion, has been guttered. The U.S. Championship still is working its way up. With the Intercontinental Championship on the women's side, Becky Lynch created this aura around it to where whoever does carry it from here, it means something. Now, as far as Maxine Dupree winning it, I think this is an amazing booking decision. I think this is it was an amazing spot. It gave us that 1-2-3 kid over Razor Ramon, that kind of vibe, that big upset. She's the future of this company. I like her over Stephanie. I like her over Julia. I like Roxanne as number one for this company going forward. She is going to be the Rhea Ripley in the next 2 to 3 years.
Over Stephanie. Wow.
I think Stephanie has suffered massively since hitting the main roster. I don't like her title run. That's another topic for another day. I just don't like her title run. I don't like where it's gone so far. I think all roads lead to Roxanne being the lead woman in this company in the next 2 to 3 years.
We all knew it was going to happen ever since that segment just after SummerSlam between Lesnar and Heyman around WrestlePalooza. We could tell what was going to happen. And what we also kind of knew was that Roman Reigns was going to be the fifth man for the babyface team. Well, I say we all knew that. One person did not know that. In fact, one person was so adamant that it would not happen. They were so disgusted at the possibility of it potentially happening that they said they would wear blindfolds for the War Games match if it were to happen. Clark Taylor, how do you feel about having to watch Survivor Series? Well, basically not watch Survivor Series. You can have to be blindfolded while live.
I feel great about it. Thankfully, my good friends 5150 Monster, shout out to Danny Limelight and Slice Boogie, hooked me up with a nice bandana at the last show. Also, they got a huge match tonight against Fly Def for the United Wrestling Network tag team titles. Monster, shout out. So I've got a sick blindfold ready to rock. I don't want to have to watch a match where Roman Reigns is a part of the Care Bears anyway, so I'll do exactly what I said I'd do and blindfold myself right in the middle of Petco Park for the men's War Games match. I just can't have Roman Reigns as a Care Bear. I don't believe it. I don't want it. It's not fun. And it's also it's as insulting to my intelligence as the segment was 2 segments ago, where it's just a joke to me. Stop it. Roman Reigns is not a Care Bear, and we don't need to assemble the Avengers every Thanksgiving weekend for the rest of eternity to take out the big bad guys. Stop it. It's just, it bothers me to death, and I have no problem blindfolding myself. Shout out my friends Danny Limelight and Slice Boogie. Thank you for the blindfold.
Clark, you can't be serious. Why does it really offend you that much that Roman Reigns is tag teaming with CM Punk, somebody who you've said is historically one of your favorite wrestlers, Cody Rhodes, who I know you don't like, but then both the Usos you like?
The Roman Reigns part of it bothers me. I just coming to save the day and just standing alongside Cody Rhodes is such a joke to me.
I knew it was Cody Rhodes. I knew that was the part which bugged you.
Yeah, of course it is. What do you mean? I love the Usos. Like, why is Cody on this team? Why would he be?
That's the bigger question.
Seth
Reigns should be on this team. Why is Cody on this team? That's what doesn't make sense here.
Seth broke his Rolex already. Roman didn't even get one.
The build has been fumbled, but they can't actually fumble Survivor Series itself. With Brock being back, Roman being back, it means so much to have Cena's last PLE. And I'm sorry to bring Cena back into this, but they can't fumble that PLE in itself. So with Roman Reigns, we all saw the writing on the wall. He was going to join this team. I'm very glad he gets to have Thanksgiving with the Usos, as we saw in Crown Jewel. He didn't want to see him till Christmas. They get to have Thanksgiving together. So I'm super happy about that for them.
We will see you guys same time, same place tomorrow. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuned in. Peace.